This is Clix on the Barbie. Join us as we talk about Clix in Australia, current heroclix happenings, and a dash of meta. Welcome to Clix on the Barbie, episode 13. I'm Ben Jones, and with me I have Rafael Souza.
Hello.
And also Chris
Me
Rizzi.
on the video now.
Oh yes, there you go. Raf on video. And also Chris Rizzi.
How's it going?
In this episode,
wasn't it video that killed the radio star? Isn't that how MTV started?
Yeah. Okay.
Yep, very much so. Oh no, we'll be off. Anyway, so in this episode, we're going to be talking about our good and bad and ugly for the week. Clix that we've played over last week. And we're going to have a 3 questions too many. We're going to have a lawyered section, and we will also, if you build it, they will come segment 2. So let's turn on the gas, light the Barbie, and let's talk some Clix. So, how has your week been? What is your good and bad and ugly of this past week? Chris, let's hand it over to you. What have you got?
Okay, so with the name of the episode is the Vince McMahon Mind Blown theme, where you got 4 pictures of Vince McMahon, and each time he gets his mind blown a little bit more and more. So I've listed off the great things that have happened this week. So first one is there was a new What If episode. Wasn't as good as last week's, but it was still interesting. So that's the first one. Second one was the Eternals trailer came out for the MCU. And I gotta say, that movie is looking so good, it's not even funny.
No, I saw that, and I thought that looked pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, Angelina Jolie, she actually seems interesting again for me, so that's pretty good. Next is something that came out yesterday, and that is Spider-Man Far From Home trailer came out. And I have to say, I got a little bit hard watching it, and I've watched it about 5 times because it is so good. And being on my phone, I couldn't see all the little details, but I've gone into a couple YouTube videos that will break down little hints here and there. And I'm going to just say it outright. I think it's Mephisto, 100%. That's the whole thing. So that's going to be my little spoiler, I guess, or rumor that's going out there.
Yep.
And last but not least, this is the one that is blowing my mind, is CM Punk is back in wrestling for AEW. You have no idea. I almost cried a little bit when watching it last Friday. It was great.
I think you and many other grown men cried on that night. Yeah.
That was just so good. Yeah. That was orgasmic on its own. So, I mean, Spider-Man trailer, watched 5 times. CM Punk, I think I've watched about 10. It's just so good. So that's all my good for the week. So, yeah. Let's move on.
Yeah. As a long-term wrestling fan, it was great to see him back, and I look forward to seeing the action that comes now with him in AEW, and the reaction was just amazing.
It was. And just on a side note, we're still expecting Series 2 of WWE, right?
Well, yeah, I guess so. I'm really hoping that it comes out. I did see somewhere that it was slated for September 2021 now.
It's like heroclix, you mean?
Yeah,
for the heroclix, the Series 2. Now, I think they're holding it back because since they've released a lot of people that are kind of tied to that set, I don't think they're going to be coming out with it. I think they might hold it and bury it in some factory somewhere or some warehouse and forget about it. Because you don't have Bray Wyatt anymore. You don't have Adam Cole. He's not there anymore. I don't think we're going to be seeing WWE HeroClix anytime soon.
can't remember where I saw it now. I think it was a link from HC Realms. But, I thought it was only Bray Wyatt that I remember.
Braun Strowman's gone too. So,
yeah, but I don't think he had a hero click. I think actually the only one they had was Bray Wyatt, and so that shouldn't be too hard. I know. They always talk about the Sting hero click that was previewed or shown, but that will never happen now due to him being at AEW as well. So
yep.
I'm gonna search around while we have a chat and see if I can find out. If I can remember where I found it. Ooh, that sounds great. And that's a beautiful breakdown, Chris, of your good, bad, and ugly, I guess. Yeah, it just got better and better and better and better.
It really did.
The anticipation for waiting for, well, you know, I was watching some shows be saying, yes, he's coming, no, he's not. And yeah, the build up to the CM Punk was amazing to sort of see as well. Just they did that really well. They did it really, really well to keep everyone super interested. Yeah, excellent. Raph, what about you? What's your good and bad and ugly?
Okay, the good is that I'm almost getting to max level on Final Fantasy. I'm almost there. Like I think like a month and something of playing. Not only playing, but you know, like playing and working actually. And so this is I'm almost reaching like level 80, and because there will be like an expansion for the game in November, so trying to kind of like get some characters maxed level up to level 80. And that's it. I'm basically just like playing Final Fantasy and some Xbox as well, and that's it. Nothing much happening, I think. Let me think.
What are you playing on your Xbox?
On the Xbox, there is like another game that my wife is actually playing called Neverwinter. It's like a old game.
Yep.
And I was trying to kind of like, you know, play with her, so I got like a second Xbox just to play with her. And the thing is that I think the game gives me a little bit of dizziness. I have like sort of like vertigo, and that game gives me a little bit of like vertigo. So it's like
okay.
I have to play it slowly. I think it's because like the camera is quite close, you know, like you cannot like zoom out too much. So as the character spins around, it gives me a little bit of vertigo. But I'm slowly leveling up to try to get to her level, and we can potentially play a little bit together. That's it. No TV, no more Olympics. Actually, we will start the Olympics, the Paralympics, right? I think this week. Yep. And that's basically it for me.
Yes. Oh, I hope you continue on your leveling up in your gaming. It's always good to be a nice high level, especially when something new happens.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I had a game with Terry, but it was just like one game in the weekend. What happened? Oh yeah, let me remember. I tried something new, and I barely made any damage to him, so it was just terrible. Really, really bad game for me. I tried like a Pirates team with Namor and all those like spider. What is the spider? There is one Spider-Man that brings like Namor to the Pirates team and the Dolphins and etc. So I was just trying to say, okay, he's not gonna get me from ranged. I'm gonna make some water terrain. I think it's Spider.
Is it Blackbeard? Is that what you think? No.
Yes, Blackbeard is one. Yeah, that's
Yes,
correct. So the Blackbeard with Namor, and there's one Spider Viking
yes,
that
Spider
brings
Viking.
the pirates to Spider-Man family. So I just like put some stuff together, try to protect myself in water because like they all have like dolphin symbol, and he couldn't get me if he's not like within 4 range. But I think I move it up too much. That's just like how I play. I just go move up. So I moved all my thing up, and he was able like to TK Jason within 4 squares of me and actually start the mind control chain and just like basically killed everything in round 2. So it was
Yay.
not fun. So that's the bad. I lost miserable.
But it's a learning experience, and go, okay, this team needs to move a little bit slower. Or it's.
No,
I've
it's
been
just
looking.
basically this team sucks and I need to copy another team. So yeah.
Fair enough. I like it. Okay, well,
That's what
fair.
happened when I try to build team myself. So that's it.
For myself, my week's been pretty great. We haven't had any hassles. Just been going about things pretty straightforward. I've managed to play some Clix. I managed to play some in person. I had a game on Friday night. Well, it would have been Saturday morning. We only started at 1 o'clock. It was just a late night. And I was playing against Alan. I managed to, we got Alan online so we could do some.
Yes.
So thanks for your help with that, Raf. Late at night, but to make him a GM.
Yeah, that was good.
But now I managed to get a computer into his hands, and so that we can start playing online as well.
How did he find it?
Well, yeah. So he went straight away. I showed him where to get resources, and so different places you can get them. And so he quickly downloaded his Secret 6 team, and he was ready to go. And I was like, okay, well, let's not. We were together, so I'm not going to sit there and play on a computer in a different room with him. So we said we'll have to get and play it at some stage, and so I played. I wanted to try mission point team because my need to try mission points.
Yep.
And yeah, I got beaten in the end. But it was interesting because it sort of pushed him to have to keep going at me. I was using Ares. So my idea was Ares and Maxwell Lord. I like for mission points, and I also had Uatu in. I managed to get 11 mission points in the end.
Oh wow! Okay.
So I'm just getting up there. Yeah, I was over halfway there. It feels like a long slog, and it was sort of started to come together. My controlling his characters to take out the German soldiers, and as was my plan. So then I could start to get Ares his tokens. Just didn't happen quick enough, and just run out of. And I find I've played Ares a couple times now, and he for some reason he goes down really quickly.
Did you have Herbie on your team? Or?
No, I didn't have Herbie because he is. Because I wasn't playing lots of I wasn't playing any sidekicks. And so it was no good. I think I like Ares because once you get those endless war tokens on, it can be cumulative, and so each turn it's like, okay, I'm going to get 2 points this turn, and 2 points this turn, so it continues to force them to move and come to you. And so I am still testing it out. But it was good to play, and it was good to be, play with someone, sit at the table and talk and play. I've gone back and to the drawing board and tried against Terry, against, I think might have been the same team that you played with. He had Jason Wingard and Blackheart. And,
yes, this one.
And I managed to get 6 mission points in that one, but yeah, he managed to. I even had lots of barrier and was burying myself in, but I still managed to get through. And it's when you play Molecule Man and you play against Molecule Man, and they put up their 6 pieces of smoke, and then they roll a dice, and they always hit a 6. Whenever I seem to do it, I always hit 1.
Yeah.
And I know that's not the case, but it's it's one of those things that feels that way. And yes, so it was really great to be playing some games. I don't think I have an ugly this week because it's been a really good week.
And you guys are not in lockdown, right?
No, I guess that's another thing to be in a good space about. Yeah, we just have, I guess, like everyone else, a mask mandate, and we keep going forward.
Yep.
But yeah, so we just hope. Yeah, we just make sure we stay safe and you just continue on. So I'm looking forward to getting back into some play in the shop very soon. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks.
Cool.
I've looked at the list of the Wave 2 people for heroclix.
Yeah, the Fiend is on there.
Yeah, the Fiend is on, but I think
that's the only one.
He's the only one, so they can take him out and hopefully get it. There is a month in their monthly solicits. They've got them for September 2021 for WWE. So I guess we'll wait and see.
Did you get your Raise and Fall?
No, not yet. Even though it's in the country, it hasn't come to shop. I rang the shop again tonight. I had to ring the shop this time because last time I went in and they said, no, it's not in yet. I brought 4 packs of Spider-Man. So this time I rang the shop to stop myself from buying extra packets, extra boosters.
Did you get anything?
Yeah, so on Saturday night, my friend came over and we just did a mock sealed. He opened 2 and I opened 2 and we got a Venom Captain Marvel in one of them and a Spider Hammer in the other one.
Oh, nice.
So I can't complain. Grab the last 4 packs off the shelf, 4 boosters off the shelf, and I'll get a Hammer Eye, which is really nice. And yeah, he is great. I really enjoyed playing him. I guess the other thing that made me happy was seeing the Fantastic Four. What was it? The Fantastic Four
Play at Home kit. Yeah,
it's got like
nice sculpts, right?
Yeah, a Silver Surfer black in it. Is that correct?
No, it's a Silver Surfer
it's
rainbow, like a rainbow Silver Surfer.
The rainbow one.
In the black and white, sort of like Doom, something like this.
And so I'll be really hoping that we manage to get that here. I'm certainly going to be on a search for that because that looks really great as well. So that's another thing that has made me was good about my week. So yeah, I can say I've had a good week, and I'll just leave it at that. So yeah, thanks guys for sharing about the weeks you've had, and Chris, I feel you with the CM Punk thing. I was really excited by seeing that too. So, and it's good to know because I haven't been able to share it with anyone. I can't tell my wife CM Punk's back, and she's like, "So," and I go,
you know what? I've told my wife that, and she gives me the eyes like, "Who cares?" But then I try to explain it to her that it's so good because it just makes everything so good.
Just like out there, and I did tell my son, and he was like, "Oh wow, that's awesome." I was like, "Cool." At least he understood. We've sort of I remember during a go to sleep on him as we were like wrestling in the water at the river and stuff like that. I didn't actually kick him in the head, but it was just good fun. Anyhow, let's move on. Chris, let's hand it over to you for our 3 questions too many segment.
Oh, thanks for that. So, tying in for my whole CM Punk back into AEW, I thought I'd bring up entrance and theme songs. So, in 3 questions too many, we'll have the first question, and that is if you can have a theme/entrance song to a Clix event, what would you choose? I gotta jump. I'm gonna jump in first. The CM Punk theme from Cult of Personality. That's one of the ones I would pick, and I'm gonna go like Raph and just say a couple more because I might as well.
No, you don't let me do it.
Yes, I do. We always let you.
Let you say more. We just don't ask extra questions on top of it.
Okay.
Yeah, we can save that for next time.
So I'm going to just say 2 more, and that is Rob Bailey and the Hustle Standard. Hungry is the name of the song. And the last one is Logic, Every Day is the name of the song. Those are ones that will get your blood pumping and make you feel good and just want to wreck heroclix. So Ben, what about you? What are your theme songs? One theme song.
What, of one theme song? Okay.
Oh, I'm kidding.
I've been trying to think about this one. There's a Red Hot Chili Peppers song. I think it's Californication, but I really like how it starts. It feels like one of those ones where you can, like, this music starts off and you burst into the shop and there's a big guitar solo. And I'm pretty sure it's Californication. The song is not so much about the song, it's more so about how it starts off in the entrance. I can see myself walking into a heroclix venue holding my bag, I guess, of heroclix, and doing that. But so that was what I was thinking, and yeah, that's pretty much all I had. Because Californication isn't sort of what I would be, but it's just how that song starts off. And I could hear it actually, like, starting off and walking in, and then gradually quieting down as I sat down at the table ready to go. That sounds weird, probably, because I don't play the whole song. And yes, that would be mine.
All right. If you got another one, go for it.
I really couldn't think of anything else. Well, I guess I guess it's an old one, and my dad used to have it when he was driving his truck, and it's a song called "Along Came Jones," and so just have that. It just goes, "And along came Jones," which would suit for me to be coming into the room. So yes, more of one of those comedy type of songs from the 70s, I think. So yeah, that's me.
Cool. Raph, what about you, bud?
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play mine. You guys will not listen, but you imagine. I will just play here. Just a second.
Okay, I'm gonna just hold there for a second. Okay. Can you play it on YouTube?
Yes.
Without getting struck.
Yeah. You're not gonna get struck or anything. I don't know the rules for YouTube.
Probably we're not gonna be monetized, but we are not anyway.
All right, bud, go for it then.
Okay. I'm just enjoying here myself. Okay, but the music is the entrance theme from Rocky Balboa.
You mean Eye of the Tiger, or? Oh, okay.
Yeah. The theme, the Rocky theme. Nice.
Yeah. That one. Okay, I will stop so we not get struck.
just in case.
That's okay. Yeah.
But that's it. Yeah. If I have to choose one to enter like the heroclix event, it's gonna be this one.
Okay, awesome. And I just want to go back to mine quickly. Cult of Personality is by Living Colors. That's the name of the band. So just so we have that right.
Just hear that.
All right, we'll move on. Hey,
it's for wrestlers. It's iconic. For a wrestling fan, when you hear that, the start of that, it's like hearing the glass break on a Stone Cold one. It's just beautiful.
Or you hear the John Cena.
I went to a WWE event here in Adelaide, and he was there, and that music came on, and it was great, and it was excellent. It was really cool. So I'm not big John. Oh, I don't know if I'm a big John Cena fan, but just the way he does it is good too. So yeah, there's just those iconic things. The Thunder Takers, the doom. Anyway, I should stop talking.
Bell tolls.
The bell tolls. It's just great. Okay, I'll let you go. Get back to it.
All right. Question number 2. We can have an access set, which is an Avengers versus X-Men set, and what happens is their morality switches sides, so they go from good to bad and bad to good. Now, if you could have one character that's evil become good, which one would you choose? Or you had what did I say? Good to become evil, evil to become good. Which would you choose for your characters? Raph, let's go with you, bud.
Why don't you start?
Say that
word. I don't steal your idea. Why don't you start?
Okay, well, I would love to see. There's a comic book where Thanos actually becomes part of the Avengers. It's all in his mind, though. But Thanos becoming a good guy,
Wow.
actually really cool. They actually touched on it in last week's What If episode, so I think that would be good. If I'm
I mean,
going
Thanos
good
is
guy
not
to,
that bad, right?
he kills half the population of the universe. Yes, he's bad.
It's quite good, isn't it? if you think about that makes sense.
But it's just genocide. That's what it is.
But it like
Okay,
it
now
starts again. It's
we're
Darwin, like.
yeah. We were fully into the What If episode last week with this whole question now.
Oh, okay.
What Thanos wants to do, taking away half the universe, is genocide. He's not a good guy. Yeah, but
Yeah,
it was a good episode for What If. Yeah, you should watch it. And if I'm going from good to bad, we've had things like Wolverine becoming part of Hydra, but I would have to say seeing a Superman go to the bad side
Wow. Yeah.
would be really cool to become evil. Yeah. So those are my two choices. What about you, Raf? Do you understand my question now?
Yes, I do understand your question, but I just didn't want to steal
To steal
your
it?
thing because like I thought about Thanos as well, and
Yeah.
but I was not sure if he was that bad. So um I don't really. Okay, go to Bane now. I was still thinking.
Okay.
You're still
Go to
thinking?
Ben.
Yes.
So I was thinking, I think lots of the characters sort of, well, not straddle the line, but for me, I was thinking Nick Fury. He would be, if he went from the good side to the bad side, and I go, sometimes he straddles that line, but if he went fully bad, he's just a great planner and has contingencies and contingencies. So I would see him being a pretty big threat as a bad guy.
Okay. Nice.
And for my bad guy turning good, I'm ignoring. I'm gonna say Taskmaster. I like the Taskmaster as a character, as a bad guy, but I think being able to copy skills. Imagine on a team of the Avengers, he could quickly look across and copy someone's skill, and then use what he needs to do the job well. So Taskmaster would be my choice for my bad guy being good.
Well, that's good choice. Doesn't he in the comics become like a teacher to some of the heroes? I think.
Yes. So he runs his own. Like teaching school for goons, but then when he was part of the 50 state initiative, I think when he became like, then he was teaching the initiative kids.
Yeah, something like
I believe.
that.
But
Cool.
yeah, I think he's gone back to sort of being a bad guy. And maybe it was probably in my consciousness because I just read Taskmasters limited series, which had Nick Fury in it, and I was thinking, yeah, if he was a bad guy and he was a good guy, that'd be really interesting.
Yeah, nice. All right, Raf, time's up. What do you got, bud?
Okay, good. So, is Mangog a bad guy?
Yes, he is.
Okay, I like
because he wants to kill all of Asgard, right?
Okay, good. I want him to be like a good guy.
Okay. We all know the reason for that. So
yeah. And I thought about like which is the superhero that looks like very not inoffensive, like the superhero more like that. Okay, this guy. Can you imagine Robin becoming bad?
Robin.
Yep.
like Batman and Robin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But just Robin,
okay,
right? I
Yep.
can't imagine him doing like bad stuff. So
You might as well go Batman turn to the dark side. That'd be pretty cool too.
No, yeah.
Yep.
But, like Robin doing some stuff with Batman, like sabotage and this kind of thing, like just flat tire on the Batmobile or something like this. Just
Well, that's good.
sabotage. Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Awesome. All right. Question number 3. The last question for 3 questions too many is: we are halfway through the year, or just over. Is there anything you want to work on for the rest of the year to be better at? Let's go with Ben. Do you have anything?
That's why it's building a mission points team. That's something I want to work on to become better at. Seriously, I'm keen to do that. I'm keen to, but that's so that's my heroclix, I guess, something to work on. Generally, for other daily life stuff, it might be just technology things. So, having to do lots of meetings, and it's just continuing to update technology things and knowledge about how to just use different programs that we're using at work. Yes. So yeah,
All
just
right.
becoming a bit better at that.
Cool. What about you, Raf?
In terms of heroclix, I think I'm gonna go with like I really want to kind of like learn how to build teams instead of like just copying teams, like
Yep.
net decking
See
teams.
see how you can break the rules legally.
Well, yeah, I mean, I just feel that I really like building teams is something that I really want to kind of like get better, because every time I try, I fail miserable. So I don't know. I don't know if it's just like I think we're gonna talk about this later, but yeah, when I try, I just fail. So that's why I basically
Yep.
just copy teams and play with that, or maybe just change a few pieces. But I want to get better on building teams. Might need to
Okay,
start.
cool. Well, I got to say that at the end, my quote of the day is going to help you out, I think.
Okay.
So
Okay, that's good.
that'll be a little teaser for the end of the episode. But yeah. Is there anything personal you want to do better?
I'm good. I'm just
You're
good.
good?
So yeah. Nah,
All right.
Yeah, that's it. Just
Raf's
kidding.
ego is in the room, which is good. All right. For myself, since the new rules came in, I have no idea what anything does. I've been kind of just faking it till I make it, which is working so far. I got to play games to learn what I'm doing. That's what I got to do for that. The other thing is actually doing stuff like this, podcasting, and once I get a computer system going, streaming and being able to talk a little bit better and stuff like that. That's what I want to try to work on.
Stop postponing your stuff. It's halfway there. Halfway through the year.
Yeah, I know. Well, I gotta wait for a check to come in first. So
okay.
Once I get that, it'll be better.
And after you
actually,
paid all the...
yeah, and then just on another personal level is just try to be a more upbeat guy at work, I think, and in life generally. That's what I want to do. So yeah, that's it for me.
Good way to be. I've been grumpy at work for a while, and I'm trying to be trying to be more upbeat is probably a good way to talk about it.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks guys for 3 questions too many. That was awesome.
That was cool. I enjoyed that. Okay, so let's move on to our next segment, which is our lawyered segment. And for this, I'm going to hand it over to Raf as we talk about some rules and erratas that he has found over the week to discuss.
Yes. Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some questions here. You guys probably will not be able to see now, but let me just adjust some stuff here. Okay, that's good. Just give me 1 second.
Okay.
No. There we go. Because I want to make this kind of like I want to ask you guys what you think. So what I'm bringing here is there is like this Facebook page that is heroclix rules chat, right? And I ran through the questions during the week and saw the ones that are more like interesting and with more comments, and that I thought that could be kind of potentially interesting for us to discuss. So maybe what I can do is just ask you guys a question and you tell me quickly what you think about this. What would you rule, or how we would say if it's okay or not. So there was one question that is, how do you feel about the new rules? So I know Chris don't feel anything because he doesn't know the rules, right?
His heart's black and dark and doesn't feel a thing. No.
Yeah, I think I covered that in my 2 questions or 3 questions too many.
Yes,
so
yes.
we're good for me.
Yeah. And Ben, how do you feel about the rules? Like, just quickly, like I saw some ranting, I saw some people that liked it. So what's your opinion about the new rules? Quickly.
I've enjoyed the change. I
enjoy it. Okay.
There's things I miss, but I'm thinking it's been a little bit easier to teach in some ways when I've tried to teach people, because there's less things to sort of go, well, this object does 1 damage, this does 2 damage, now I just do 1 damage.
But do you think that this took a lot of the game thinking? Like, now you use everything together, so you don't have to pick your choices and just charge, quake, flurry, exploit.
If you're fortunate enough to have that on your dial, I go, why not go for it? It does make it a lot easier to teach people. You can use this and this, and you can't use that and that, and you can't use these 2 together. It certainly simplified it. So did it take some of the thinking away? I think it just changes the way you think about it and the way you build.
Yep.
Yeah, they take strategy out of the whole idea.
Basically.
Is what it is.
Yep. I think so.
I know. I've read up on some of the rules. I'm not 100% on everything. I'm more like, I'd say 20%. But I would say that they have done a lot of good and a lot of bad. So for the good they've done, maybe 70% is good. The changes to Quake and Pulse Wave, that's just shit. That takes out part of the strategy of you trying not to get hit by Pulse Wave, or if you want to do damage with Pulse Wave. That's
Pulse Wave should be printed damage, right? Printed damage is fine. I think Pulse Wave should be printed damage.
Yes, it should.
Yeah,
if it's a single target, it should be printed damage.
That's the best. Yeah, that's the best choice, I think.
Yeah, because I know, Raph, you don't like Pulse Wave at all.
No, but that's with the printed damage, I'm fine. I just don't like 7 damage Pulse Wave. That's it. But like printed damage, I would be fine with that.
No, that's what it always was, unless you can perplex it up, right?
Yes.
So
right, yeah.
Yeah,
that's true.
But yeah, it's good and bad. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So that was one question. Another question, interesting question was, assuming you hit all on attack. So they were talking about Steel Energy, right? With Flurry and Steel Energy with a Quake. So how do you think that works, Ben? Flurry, how many heals you get if you have Steel Energy and you Flurry? How many heals do you think you get?
My understanding it's 2. You get 1 for each attack.
You get to heal twice, right? Yeah, okay. Yes. And what about Quake? If you Steel Energy Quake and you have, let's say, 4 characters around, do you think it's you heal 1 or you heal 4?
You heal 1 now.
1, yes, that's correct. Okay, so that's...
It used to be 4. Well, it used to be for how many characters, because it was always...
But I think it was really back in the past, right? Not to 2017 was already changed this, I think. So probably...
It was... So it's... Yeah, that had changes been for a while.
Yep.
And... Yeah, most people remember the Book of the Skull and dropping hammers, quaking, and having Jubilee heal up to a top click as a vampire. So yeah, only one on a quake.
Yes. You heal per attack that damage a character, not the number of targets. So that's it. Another one was it was like a question about like the summon help from the Venomverse. When a sideline character is placed on the map, it is placed with the click number he was on the last time he was on the map before left it. So let's say the character was on the map, he left it and he came back for some reason, like from the summon help or from Venomverse, for example.
Are
Chris,
you talking about the grouped?
I think there are more characters with that trait, like summon help from Venomverse, right? That you can kind of like summon they back, right?
But off the map, that's the Venom Strange.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what the question was basically like, do you think that let's say this character takes damage while he's in the map and he goes off the map and then he goes back to the map, right? The summon character comes in the click he left the map or the starting click? What do you think?
Starting click.
Starting click, that's correct. So that's
because
how.
Because it'd be starting click.
Yeah, it's from the WizKids website. So yeah.
Cool. So what that is you're talking if there's a Venom group that's on the map that gets KO'd to the sideline, then no, that's...
Yeah, I think it's there's some characters that might be able to kind of like go off the map and then go back to the map, right? So I think there are some situations that this is possible. And then just to clarify that they will always return on starting click.
Yeah, no. There's your sideline is not your KO pile.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have your sideline with Groot would probably be the only one. Because I think it's less points.
Yep.
Then he would start off on the top click. So yep.
Okay. Another one was about the pulse wave. That is interesting. Like guy said, I keep hearing about pulse wave now shutting down powers for a long duration after hitting a character. So they were talking about like the new rules about like it's not all about pulse wave, but it's all about duration. How duration in the rule book is written. Looks like that if you pulse wave and something is in the range of the pulse wave, everything that has duration is shut down. So if it's written, for example, perplex, that it says until your next turn, or like outwit, it is until your next turn, and you pulse wave, you just and the guy, of course, like the perplexer is in the range of the pulse wave, that perplex is shut down for that turn.
Is it for the turn or for
the turn? For the whole turn.
Action.
For the whole turn.
It's not just for the action for pulse wave.
No, it's for the whole turn. Yeah.
Oh, that's something new.
Yeah. Don't make confusion with like the power, like the defense powers, right? It doesn't shut off. Like it's everything with duration only.
It's that term that doesn't seem to come up too much in my games, but duration is there, and so it's things like emotional modifier, which has a duration, I believe.
Yeah, everything that says like until your next turn, for example.
Yep. And they get what's pulse wave use, they get shut off until next turn.
So next one is okay, that's interesting. It's about got this from WizKids website. I'm not sure if you have read this one, Chris. It's about the rally die. So you know these new mechanics about rally dice, right? that you have, like when someone attacks, you can put rally dice on your card and this kind of thing. So, can a character have more than one rally die on their card? What do you think?
Yes.
Okay, correct.
I got it
Answer
in front of me.
is-
That's why.
Come on. Okay. So yeah, the character can have more than one rally dice, and the second question is, if an attack roll has the matching number show on each die, for example, like 2 5s, would I get 2 rally dice? And the answer is yes. You could choose 2 different applicable characters on your force to gain a rally die, or choose 1 applicable character on your force twice to gain a rally die, resulting in 2 rally dice from that character. The only thing is that they don't say more than 2, right? But they still say, like, yes, you can have more than 1. I believe like you can have 3, 4, 5, 6, like it's just like they gave an example here, like 2. Just hopefully people will not make confusions, I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the rules are for rally dies.
Yeah.
I'll have to read that quickly here.
Yeah. And the last one is, do you think bystanders count towards initiative bonus?
No.
Okay, the answer is no. That's correct.
Yeah. Okay. Because they are not actual characters.
Yep. Okay, cool. That's it for the rules stuff.
Cool. Thank you, Raph, for taking us through some of that lawyered thing about rules. And yeah, having rally die, I believe, as it goes forward, if you're unfortunate enough to have that many die 5 rolled against you, you could put them all on one character if you need. But you're going to be taking probably lots of hits. So,
that's true. If you're still alive, right?
That's right. I could have 7 5s on my dice, but everyone else on my team has died. That's more likely at that stage. Let's continue and let's move into our last segment for tonight, which is If You Build It. And in If You Build It, we want to talk a bit about how do you build your team. There we go. Yay. How do you build your team? How do you go about building a team when you're creating? Now, Raph, you were saying a bit before about, I guess, having difficulty building your own teams, or that's something you'd want to improve on. What do you do what are you doing when you build a team, or what's your usual process?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think it's not a secret. Go ahead, Chris.
Do you want to hear our process first before you?
Because before I just say that I copy other teams, right? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, then you would then you would copy us with what we say. So you're not actually answers here.
Oh, Chris, nice. I like it. Yeah, you can copy exactly what we say.
This is like Inception with you.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this from now on. I'm just gonna let you guys go first, and then I just copy what you guys say.
Sorry, Raph, I had to. So, how do you come up with your team?
No, you go first.
No, I was going to say, Raph, there is also a thing about being able to pilot a team, and so you can copy a net deck
that's my
team.
theory. That's my theory. I agree with this. I can copy a team. It's like not that the pilot of an airplane builds the airplane, right? He just pilots. Right?
Well, he doesn't know how the airplane runs, so
yeah, but he doesn't make it, right? So he knows how to pilot. That's basically me. I'm a good pilot. That's
and I've seen both of those things. You can sometimes see the same team with 2 different people, and one person has no idea how it works. Now the one just cleans up with it because they can pilot it really well. So there is a part about Raph being a good pilot is a valuable thing, because then you can just take any team and run with it, which is really valuable.
Yeah. So okay. I'll now being serious, so the way I do is basically like I watch like a lot of like videos, everything that I see in the internet I watch, and then I read about heroclix and like everything is what's happening, the build sheets, I go to Discord, I see what the guys are playing, and there are some stuff that I like to play and there are some other stuff that I don't like to play. So I don't even bother trying those different teams that I don't like. So I see the team and say, okay, this is my play style. I will start with this. So basically, like I start, let's say a team that won something. So the other day I saw a guy that won with like Onslaught. The team was like Onslaught, Doom, and a bunch of stuff. It was not even theme team. So he basically had just like one prob, I think, from Onslaught. So that's not for me because like my swamp hands, like I just throw the dice like one and one, and I need probs. So that's like, that's a dice game. You need probs, right? So even the team won. It's not for me. I will not copy that team. So if I see something that I like, so something cosmic, Latveria, Dark Phoenix stuff, Q and flashes, teams that can cross the map and go strike. Said okay, I can start trying that stuff, and then I try to adjust few pieces for what I feel that it's better. So that's basically how I do. I tweak a little bit the teams for my play style, I guess.
I like it. And I think that's still a valuable and valid way to go about team building. Find something else that someone else has built, modify a bit, learn how to play it, and off you go.
Mm-hmm.
It still sounds like you have things that you like and things you don't like in that. So it really comes down to it's a fine way to go about building.
But I know guys that builds from scratch, right? So I mean, Terry does not copy anything, and I don't think you do it either, Ben. I don't know, but every time I see you playing, you're just playing like different stuff,
Yeah, so I think for myself, I guess in a modern 300 point environment, you know which ones are the best pieces, and you play those if you're playing. I generally like to try and just build something a bit different. So sometimes it's about just taking people off guard, but also it comes down to I really want to play this character. How can I play it the best I can? And so yeah, at the moment I'm on Ares and going, how can I play Ares the best I can? I don't know if I can, but I'm still trying to work it out. So then I'd try to build around that. And whether it's theme, I do like trying to build as much theme as possible, but I'm also quite happy to go non-theme. I just think that still works too. So, but generally it'll be which character I'm enjoying at the moment, and I want to build around that one.
So you don't, just a question, you don't really care about like what teams are winning. So do you follow this stuff? Like, do you see the building sheets, like, or you don't even look at that stuff?
I definitely do. I definitely have a look at build sheets, and I definitely keep a close eye on some of that competitive play. I know that PJ had a non-theme team because he was in the final of that one just recently, and I have a look and see what people are playing. I watch some of them. I don't watch too many. I also just go. Some of it's about I can't get my hands on the clicks they have. Playing online, you can play whatever you like, so that's always great. But I find I just like the idea of building. I have a big workspace in my shed which I can just build teams, and sometimes I have 5 or 6 teams on the go, changing things around and just messing around with the pieces. So it's so for me it's finding cool, I really like this person. So Nationals 2 years ago was I really like Nimrod, I really like Data, and I'm going to put them both on the team and see what else fits in there. And I really liked Isaac. Actually, I really enjoyed that team. All of them in there, and it was just something that was different. It wasn't super successful. Well, it had success in it, but it was just something different.
You did top 4, so yeah. I would say it was
but-
good.
Yeah, I had to play Terry twice. That's always hard, but it's good fun. And so I usually it's trying to look for something a little bit different and build to that. That's how I usually go about my teams.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chris?
So how you have to look at it is one, what's the event? Is it going to be a high level competitive? Is it going to be a sealed? If it's a sealed, what I do, if I got the 2 boosters, I'll try to find the highest point one that has the most power to hit. Then you got the probs, and then you got the trying to tie up and stuff like that. But if it's a 300 modern, and it's playing at your local place, you look at if you see something like Loki from Avengers Black Panther, and you see that he has a pretty cool shape change thing where if he rolls it, then you get -1 combat values against that character. So if you see something that you like, then you think, okay, well, how can I use that into my team to build around? That's usually how I do it. So it's Captain America principled. I think that's the one that can move other Avengers or that share a keyword one space, I think.
Yeah, they can.
So pairing them up with Destroyer, because Destroyer needs that move and attack.
But what about like if it's for nets? What would you do for nets? Like you build your team from scratch, or you also follow like those like international stuff as well?
I'd say it's a bit of both, because you see what's popular, what can wreck teams, but then you also want to put your own spin on it, that maybe something from left field comes out and you can take advantage of it. Yeah, it's hard to say, because it all depends on what event you're playing at, right?
It's dependent on
net decking is something that's never going away. It's always going to be there.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Or if you like a character like the Wolverine from what's that last really good set from the X-Men? Not Rise and Fall, not Xavier School.
Yeah.
No, Xavier School.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, having that Berserk Wolverine.
Oh, yeah.
That's, you might have a character in mind that you want to play, and then you just try to build around it, is what it is. Because he could wreck balls.
You're doing this with Thanos for years, right?
No, I was doing it with Star Fox.
Okay.
I was doing it with Star Fox.
Okay.
Yeah.
Star Fox.
But then, yeah. Now it's Thanos.
Yeah.
Now it's trying to get him to work.
Okay.
I think, Chris, you're right. It depends on the event and depends on who's going to be there. I know that if I was to play at my local shop, and I'm not going to bring a triple maggot team to that, because it's not the environment for it. I think the team I've got ready to go for my next 300-point game is like 4 Thing robots, 3 Minotaurs, and Maxi Zeus and Daria Aga, because just for some fun, I can throw some robots up there and they can kill them, but I'm still gonna hopefully have some success with it. And it's about trying out those different. For me, it's trying out those different things at an event. That I don't have to go, cool, I'm gonna need to play this Wonder Woman team and have the Flash, and I can just have a bit of fun.
Yeah, it's also about your personal rules. Like for myself, building a team, I won't ever go 3 maggots, because I like the Highlander rule. I like putting a limit on. You can't have 3 maggots. That's stupid. You're not going to ever see that in comic books.
So you're telling that you were selling me 2 of them that you have, right?
I can.
Okay, we can talk offline. Each. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, $100 each. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's okay.
I know how much they're going for, Raph. No, I don't know how much they're going for. I'm just pulling stuff out of my ass. So, but I'm not looking for what the last team that won. I'm looking for something that's interesting that goes with my play style. So in the ROC event that we had last year, the one that was over in the States, my play style was to use, well, it was first to try to get Thanos working. I think it was.
Yep.
But that didn't work. Then you suggested Punisher War Machine, the Prime. So then that played into my build a theme team with Shield, get Ghost Rider, get Sharon Carter, and whoever else, and that was more into my playstyle.
Nice.
Running Jason, that's not my playstyle.
No,
so
that's not
no. Yeah, that's not a team I'm gonna try to build a net deck because I got no interest in building him.
Yeah, not for me as well.
That's the way I look at it. Is what's the event and what's your play style? Yep. Is it net deck 100%, or is it play style and sort of net deck? I guess is the best way to put it.
Yep.
It's to each their own, right?
Agree. Yep. Cool.
And you have your style. I am very much, and have been for many years, a person that likes to run in, get up close, and start punching. Whereas Alan has been a person that likes to sit back in stealth and shoot. So for many years, I've had this dichotomy. I've had to try to work out how to get across the board to him.
Now it's quite easy, right?
Yeah, and it has changed, but I guess that's always been my. Yeah, and you're right. Chris, it's that play style that you enjoy playing. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I don't like. I don't like. No, don't like. Not that I don't like the idea, but Jason Wingard is a great piece, and what he does is amazing. But yeah, it's not my style, and not something I'm really looking forward to do.
Boring.
Yeah. So I like. Yeah. So I totally get that. Cool. That's really interesting to sort of figure out how we all build differently, and I think. I think you're right.
Yeah, that's 100% it. So,
the event and your style, it works. And so, yeah, if it is RAF like yourself, when you just pull them offline, that's quite okay. You learn to pilot them, and you pilot the teams that you actually like still too. You don't pull everyone off. So, that's probably came out wrong. But yeah, so I guess that's how, when we build it, that's how we go. So yeah, thanks for sharing your thoughts on team building, what you guys do. I reckon we've pretty much come to a close for tonight. So, Chris, do you have a quote before we finish off?
Yeah, now this is going back to something Raph was trying to say earlier about trying to get over your feelings. And the quote is from Ted Lasso. I don't know if you've ever watched any of his series. I believe season 2 is out now. But the quote is, "You know what the happiest animal on earth is? It's a goldfish. Do you know why? It's got a 10-second memory." So that means if you're losing and you lost the game, just forget about it. Just let it go and move on to the next game. Just forget.
That's interesting. Yeah, I can try to be a goldfish. Yeah,
forget things and just be happy.
Yeah. Just move on. That's the best way to do it. And I have to say, Ted Lasso is one hell of a show. So I guess that's good.
Yeah, this word lasso gives me goosebumps. Like, I just can't think about the Wonder Woman with the lasso. So.
Okay. You know what, Raph?
You never played.
Yeah, I've never played the Lasso.
No, you never played the Lasso, right? Yeah, okay.
No. I'm going to say this. You would love this show.
Okay. I'll have
because it's about it's an American coach going over to coach soccer for one of the major teams over in the UK. It is great, heartwarming. It is beautiful. Beautifully done.
Interesting. Yeah, probably no one trusts him because he's like an American trying to teach England people, right? So.
Yeah, but it comes off real good.
Nice. Okay, I'll have a look.
Real good.
Okay.
Cool.
So check out Ted Lasso.
Lasso and the Wonder Woman with the lasso as well.
And Wonder Woman with the lasso is a totally different thing.
It's different thing, but it's boring as hell. So Hopefully, Ted Lasso will be better.
It is 100% better.
Okay.
So I meant to say this in the team building thing. Daniel's philosophy for building a team here only builds out of DC, which I think is an amazing thing for him to do. Especially in a modern environment. Well, I guess, and DC has some really good clicks.
He still
now.
needs to prove that DC can win something.
Yep, that's what he's going to continue to do. I am sure. I think I commend him for just building out of DC because he's a DC guy. Anyway, let's wrap this up. If you want to check us out on our social media, we have a Twitter account, and we do have a Twitter. Clicks on the Barbie, and I'll probably stop there with our Barbie Clix. It's at Barbie Clix, and I've thought about making some pictures for that. And we also have a Facebook account, which we found out about last week too. So you can find us on Facebook too. And so as we bring another
Raph is
episode
going to come up with the OnlyFans next week.
Yeah.
Clicks on.
Although that's going.
Clicks OnlyFans. So yeah, okay.
Yeah. Although it's not going to be X-rated or anything. It's going to be PG now that they're changing the rules. So it's all safe. It's all good.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the name of our account on the Twitter?
It is you can search for Clicks on the Barbie, but it's at Barbie Clix.
Okay.
Yeah, so which brings
Barbie
up
Clix.
Barbie Clix. We might be able to get them in the future. Yes, I didn't think about that when I wrote it, and I was like, damn it. But it made me laugh.
Screw Transformers Clicks.
That's okay.
Let's go.
Screw Transformers Clicks.
I found
no G.I. Joe Clicks. Let's go Barbie Clicks.
I can see my Skipper, having Skipper and jumping into the Barbie car, and off she goes. So yeah, okay. We could have some fun with the overuse, I think.
Yep.
And so let's finish off as we bring another episode to a close and turn off the Barbie. We'd like to thank you for tuning into the show, and we want you to remember to have a great week, and remember that even a poor plan is better than no plan at all. Thanks for listening. Have a great night.
Keep your 6 on the ice.
Keep your 6 on the ice.